Melfi. This thing we've all done doesn't need...
Yeah, back to G, the monster remix. I'm a monster, 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 I'm one of a kind, got everybody in love, and I don't have to try, I just do what I've done. Don't have to tell me, I already know they all want me. Yo, I run this, I smash it, like my bass real hard, boom, blast it. Speed boost, baby, I'm a life tester. Catch up whenever I listen to my mentor. New Benz out black from Malaysia. Can't drive, but my mama don't care, yeah. To the top, I'ma take it to the ceiling. I'm on the moon, but I feel the sun beaming. I'm so dope, like ooh la la. So fly like a helicopter. Step to the hood and the homes in the black. Doing it big, you know what's up. Some come tryna say I'm a problem. Some pussy gotta put them in the asylum. Some come tryna say I'm a problem. Solve it. I'm a monster, 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 I'm a monster. I'm one of a kind, got everybody in love, and I don't have to try, I just do what I've done. Don't have to tell me, I already know they all want me.
Yo, I ran this, I rock this. I can see the future, no optics. More androids, robotics. Beam up hot chicks like I'm Spock. They be chillin' in my cockpit. My spaceship got exotic. When we trip, come with hypnotic. They be talking about ooh la la. Let's go far away past them stars. We don't give up, let's go to Mars. Hey, I'm just trying to get it poppin'. I wanna be the first dude to ever wash him. She never made to the swag that I'm dropping. I kill a game, kill it, chillin' in the coffin. Once started, ain't no stopping. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, put me out tonight. Put me out tonight.
I'm one of a kind, got everybody in love, and I don't have to try, I just do what I've done. Don't have to tell me, I already know they all want me. I'm one of a kind, got everybody in love, and I don't have to try, I just do what I've done. Don't have to tell me, I already know they all want me. I'm a monster, I'm a monster.
So that was Problem the Monster remix by Becky G featuring will.i.am from the movie Hotel Transylvania. So, last chapter of What You Don't Know, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, What You Don't Know. Chapter 10 was more Pixie Sticks in a Random Leave. Drake, apparently, I don't know. The chapter was kind of like all over the place, but, Jay was woken up by Drake, again, for no reason. And the last, so, yeah, he woke up twice, and the third time he woke up was actually in the morning, and he woke up to a new catchy song. And the question of the video was, what do you guys do when you wake up? But here's the last part of chapter 10, more Pixie Sticks in a Random Leave. The day flew by because all I was thinking about was the new email from my sister I was going to read during break because I didn't have time this morning. Chapter 11, A Letter and a Redhead. I plopped down on my bed, opening my laptop and logging on to my email account and found my sister's email, and I had to fish it out of emails from my teacher about assignments. I smiled and opened it and started reading. Little girl, of course she addressed it like that. Of course she addressed it like that. I'm glad you finally wrote me back, you lazy ass, winky face. Anyways, I'm glad to hear from you and know that you're doing alright. Don't be so hateful towards Brandon. I learned a lot about him, and actually he's a nice guy. Well, he has an excuse not to act proper all the time. He has a lot on his plate. We're not dating because I've learned not to date man sluts, but I really like to gain to know him. I want to meet your roommate. He sounds fun. Have you guys had some closet time since school started? I know you're rolling your eyes right now. But I'm just kidding with you. I'm glad you made a friend, and it's a nice one at that. Aunt Linda actually isn't doing too well. Well, she's doing well because she isn't liking her. Well, she's doing well because she isn't liking her job as much as she used to. She's told me she's been thinking about a job at a children's hospital down the street from where she works now. I stopped reading her voices outside the door. I closed my laptop screen slightly and swung my legs around to stand up. walking over the door and pressing my ear against it. It sounded like two guys arguing, but I didn't know what it was about. One of them sounded scolding, and the other sounded inoculate. My eyebrows straightened in confusion. I heard a small smack, and made me flinch, and the noxious voice went silent. But the harsh voice continued. I heard footsteps getting further and further away, so I slowly cracked the door open, peeking out. Two guys turned the corner, but I only saw the second one turning. Had his hair dyed red and tanned skin. I slowly closed the door, making sure no one knew I was listening or spying. I leaned my back against, sliding down, so I was sitting. Who was that? What was this? Was that a smack? A hit? I shook my head, shaking the idea off. I grabbed my laptop and sat back down against the door. In case anything else happened in the hallway, I could hear it. I started the email where I left off. That way, she'll be around younger, happier people. I mean, we both know that she loves her coworkers, but I think they made her feel old. I think she'll do whatever she decides to do, though. She's amazing with kids. She probably loves the hospital business. Have you thought about what you want to do when you get out of school? Wow, Jay, it's gonna be less than a year for me. Can you believe it? Senior year has been great so far. I have had a couple of other parties. They weren't as a bust as the first one that I dragged you to. Sorry about that, by the way. I thought you enjoyed it there, and you did. At least the seniors weren't too rude to you. I get out of school 2 hours earlier because I already have most of my credits I need to graduate, but I'm working at Bob Evans, the restaurant business. It's not bad. I met a really cute guy named Josh there, and I jump when I feel a alert budge on the door. I realize someone's trying to get in. I scoot forward a little bit and look up at Drake, who met my gaze and smiled. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude on your sitting space, he said, and smiled and laughed a little bigger when I laughed. I looked back at my laptop and faked to read the rest of my letter. My thoughts were somewhere else. All I could think about was that red-haired guy, and he looked strangely familiar. Maybe Drake showed him to me one of the first days we were here. I played through the first day in my head, then it hit me. He was in the group of guys Drake told me not to get tangled with. I looked up at Drake, already plugged in his music. I closed my laptop and sat on my bed. I looked over at him again. He was resting his head in his hand, except one of his hands was rubbing his cheek, furiously away from me. He noticed me looking at him and pulled a small smile, but his eyes shot down. I think that red guy got mad and slapped Drake. What do you guys think? Do you think that's the guy that do you think the redhead smacked Drake? Sadly, I don't even know myself because I haven't read this story. A lot of people, I saw a lot of comments on my other videos of, like, the books that I didn't read before. Like, I Kissed a Boy and the sequel to that one. A lot of people was like, just finish reading the story, then come back. It's like, I don't even want to do that because I want to be in suspense myself. So, yeah. So, if you guys have a great day, and next time, gay is okay, just ask the GSA. Mwah!